I decided to drown a Lone Star tick that I found in my body. I put it into a glass of water. I was curious to see how long that it would live. After 5 days, it was still swimming around. But on day 7, I noticed that it was completely still, apparently finally dead. After poking the tick with my tweezers, it started moving again, so I know it was just playing dead. You're not fooling anyone. And that's when I noticed the small fibers that were intertwined around its legs, possibly making it hard to move and potentially leading to its early demise. So I knew it was time to move the tick into a petri dish. I also wanted my glass back. After carefully extracting and transplanting the tick, I started removing the fibers one by one, careful not to injure the tick's legs. Well, it's certainly not as mobile as it was before. Perhaps death is soon upon it. This is day 7. I'll keep you updated. It's been 9 days since I acquired the Lone Star tick, and it appears to finally be dead. When I used my tweezers to poke and prod the tick, it remained unresponsive. Perhaps the lid on the petri dish caused the water to deplete oxygen. Apparently, Lone Star ticks do breathe through tiny pores called spiracles. However, this particular tick has tricked me before by playing dead, so I can only assume that it's sleeping. I once heard that if you play Mozart's music to babies, they will grow up to be geniuses. By that logic, if I play the opposite of Mozart, I'll be able to destroy the tick's mind, rendering it mentally sterile and incapable of reproduction. But there is the risk that I will reawaken the neurons in the tick's brain, reviving it, and quite possibly making it a genius. There's only one way to find out.
I'm drinking champagne, one deep in my phantom ghost. Bad bitch with me, where my manners go. My youngin' sick, what a antidote. Aiming at your top, bust your cantaloupe.
The neural remapping sequence appears to show no results, as the tick is still unresponsive. I believe this to be another one of its tricks, but I had to be sure. I decided to transplant the tick into a dry petri dish so I could replace the oxygen-depleted water. And, good lord, it lives. I fear that I have created an even stronger monster. More experimentation is needed. Oh. I'll keep you updated. It's been 15 days since I began my experiments on the Lone Star tick. After 2 weeks of floating in water, I was certain that it had finally perished. Once again, I transplanted the specimen into a dry petri dish, making sure to remove any excess liquids. Upon inspection, its limbs began to twist in what appeared to be a loss of hemolymph hydraulic pressure, the infamous death curl. Fool me twice, shame on me. Ticks respond strongly to carbon dioxide in order to detect a nearby host, and after blowing life back into the creature, it quickly began to recover. It walked once more amongst the living, for now at least, but I'm quite certain that my next experiment will be the last. Ticks are notoriously known to be cold tolerant. However, I do not believe that it will survive 24 hours in my freezer. But there's only one way to find out. On day 16, I removed the specimen. And just as expected, no signs of life. But death is a gift that I have yet to present. Death is a gift that the tick has not earned. Death is a gift that can be revoked. I'll keep you updated.